Sup surfers. I got a 4th gear flyer tracker round tail, and I noticed it's been losing air, and I tracked it down to this seam back here. It's letting air out. So there's a video that GMAT makes where you iron this seam back down, and I might give it a go today. So watch this video and maybe it'll help you if you have the same issue. And definitely, if you haven't watched his video, watch his, because he knows what he's doing and I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. So I'll put his video in the description. All right, the video that GMAT made, he said needs paper, need an iron, need some wood. I got this, which is nowhere near the size piece that he had, but I think it'll work fine because you just use it to block what you don't want to melt, which is the inside of that weld. Also, you know, make sure to have a lot of nice sharp pointy things around on your work table so that, you know, you can easily poke a hole in your mat. So I'm not really making this video as much of a tutorial. Like I said earlier, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just following that video, but I just figured if anyone is out there that might be a little nervous about taking the iron to their mat, they could watch me just go for it and, you know, maybe learn something. We've got paper, big stack paper. I wasn't sure how much to do because the video, he doesn't really say. I just think it was about that much. It says you just want it for insulation. The mat is in there. This piece of wood is stopping me from melting inside the mat, and then the paper on top of it. Looked like he just used one piece of paper, and then we wanted weight on top of this so it won't move. So got some beer and some screws. So here we go. The iron is heating up right now. Said you don't want to use steam. Then he said you just want to press on it, give it a lot of weight for 10 seconds. So hot. I just set that on there for about 10 seconds. Paper just turned a little yellow and it kind of smells funny. Let's see if it worked. Oh yeah. Cool. So pretty much just melted that flat. Before that thing was 2 pieces, so definitely closed that up. It's good. Nice. So I'm gonna do that to this piece here that's a little up, and I might just leave it at, and then this here to here. I don't think I had any leaks around here. It was kind of weird. I had air leaking through a couple spots, so just gonna do this part to about here and finish that to about there, and then give it a test. Doesn't look like I melted too much of it either. Pretty hot still. Sick. It's looking good. All right. See how the paper discolored? Stinks. Smells funny. The bottom looks good. Looks like there's actually some air pockets, but I think as long as it's sealed up, we'll see. Okay, I'll blow it up, see if it's still leaking. I think it's probably good to go to test it, but I'm just gonna give it like 10 minutes, maybe a little longer before I go to blow it up, just to make sure. Okay, I blew it up, but before I blew it up, I noticed even though I welded that part together, I noticed I didn't actually really do anything that would help, because there's still a air pocket that hasn't a way to blow out. So what I need to do is go back make sure that everything on here is welded, because as it is right now, it's still letting air out through here. Yeah, you can hear it. Put the phone up there.
I can't hear shit. This is a good angle.
Cool, so pretty much almost got all of the air bubbles out. There's still a couple here, but if I think if it doesn't go out to the end of it, it shouldn't let air out. So I'm gonna go give it a go. I haven't tested it. Figure I'd rather just go surf it, because if I test it and there's air going out, I probably won't be motivated to surf. So. So it held air pretty good, a lot better than it was. I don't think it's 100% sealed up. I'd say it's probably like 95% sealed up, but much better than it was, and very surfable. Before it was pretty annoying. I can handle if it leaks a little bit, but this is good. And I don't mind, like, you know, you can just go back and heat some more spots up. I think I only have this air bubble here. And this one here is probably the... Yeah, but good. One other thing that happened while I was doing is I forgot to put the paper on top of the material, top of the mat, and I had the iron on it, but I started to hear it sizzle. Didn't really mess it up though. I had it on there for like 4 or 5 seconds. So if you fuck up and put the iron on it, it's not the end of the world. At least with this 4th gear material, it left a little bit of residue on the iron, but the mat is fine. You can't tell. So it's pretty easy. If I can do it, you can do it. Bye bye.